The first scream shattered the quiet like glass breaking in a silent cathedral. Lila whipped her head around, flashlight trembling in her grip. Who's there? Her voice wavered, barely carrying over the echo of her own breath. The abandoned sanitarium loomed around her, its crumbling walls swallowing the beam of light whole. She regretted agreeing to the dare, regretted the $100 prize, the bravado that got her here. Behind her, Jackson chuckled nervously. Relax, it's probably just a raccoon or something. His usual swagger was brittle now, like he wasn't quite buying his own excuse. He shifted closer to her, the heavy tread of his boots making the floorboards groan. No raccoon screams like that, murmured Danny, her voice low and sharp. She leaned against the doorway, arms crossed, her smirk barely concealing unease. If you're scared, Jackson, say it. We won't judge. Much. I'm not scared, Jackson snapped, louder than he meant. The sound bounced off the cracked tiles and faded into the void. Then came the second sound, a faint, wet dragging. Lila's flashlight caught something. Movement? She couldn't be sure. We should go. This isn't funny anymore. She took a step back, her sneakers squeaking on the damp floor. We can't leave yet, Danny said, her smirk dropping. We haven't made it to the basement. That's the rule. She glanced at Jackson, her voice sharpening. You were the one who said it'd be easy. Jackson clenched his jaw but didn't argue. Fine. Basement it is. His bravado returned, but his hand hovered near the handle of the crowbar he'd brought, just in case. The group moved deeper into the building, the air thickening with each step. The walls seemed to pulse, the peeling paint curling inward like it was alive. Faint whispers tickled their ears, just out of reach. No one mentioned them aloud. Why does it smell like copper? Lila asked, her nose wrinkling. Shut up, Jackson hissed. His knuckles were white around the crowbar now. They reached the basement door. It hung slightly ajar, the darkness below it impenetrable. Danny was the first to step forward, her flashlight cutting a narrow path down the stairs. Let's just get this over with, she muttered, her voice softer now. Halfway down, the dragging sound came again, closer this time. Lila's breath hitched. That's not normal. Nothing about this place is normal. Danny replied, but the confidence in her tone had evaporated. At the bottom of the stairs, the air was colder, heavier. Lila's flashlight caught something glinting in the corner, a pool of dark, viscous liquid spreading from beneath a rusted metal door. We're leaving, Lila said, stepping back. I don't care about the money. I'm done. Too late, Danny whispered. Her flashlight beam flickered and died, and then the door creaked open. For a long moment, none of them moved. The dragging sound became a shuffle, closer, louder. A shadow filled the doorway, its shape twisted, wrong, hungry. No, Jackson said, shaking his head. No. He turned to run, but the stairs weren't there anymore, just more darkness stretching endlessly upward. Don't look at it, Lila screamed, her voice breaking. She grabbed for Danny, for Jackson, anyone, but their forms were dissolving into the black, their faces vanishing into the void. The last thing she heard was a voice. Soft, wet, and impossibly near. Stay! And then the dark swallowed her whole.